So we're gonna do a live stream up, guys. Just
Okay.
BSing, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I don't know when it's going to get on yet, so I'm just going to kind of cheat a little and check my little cheat board here. Oh,
The hell?
What? The hell what? What?
An image that I found. It's a forgotten weapon. It's on the Forgotten Weapons website.
Okay. And what would that be?
It's a Derringer.
Okay. Derringers have been around for a while.
I posted the picture in the side chat.
Oh, you're gonna have to make me look. You're gonna make me look.
Yep.
Make me look at this horrible Derringer here that I don't want to look at. Oh wait, hang on. I have to wait like a minute for it to load for me. I don't know why. But good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again in the Modern Sisters of Gaming. I am, of course, Kaiju K. With me here is, of course, Juggernaut Jared.
Hello.
Deathgasm.
Yes.
Subliminal.
Yellow.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know your ego was there, too. You want me to stroke that as well, my friend?
No, I thought you were asking me a question. I zoned out.
Okay. Also,
I thought you were saying Deathgasm to get my attention. I wasn't. Shit.
No. And
maybe I should just like go to bed tonight. Like
maybe you
now.
should sleep. Jeez, man. And welcome
to
a quick thrown together live stream.
And Kyle, you're not one to talk about sleep.
Listen, the military.
I'm putting that out there right now.
Hey, the military taught me how to live with sleep deprivation. Okay, I'm just saying.
I live too with it. I just don't function all that well.
See, there's the difference between the two of us right there. So what happened was originally we were going to be playing the last train out of Wormtown, which is a fun game, but unfortunately several members had to quit. Michelle with 1L unfortunately is stuck at work, which sucks. Necro Nick sounds like he has been fighting in World War III by himself, so he's down as well. Tiny Trisha decided to take the night off, so she doesn't want to play any games. They keep sharing things. Why do you keep sharing things?
Because sharing is caring.
But what's wrong with that Derringer?
To 44.
And?
44. I gotta take a look at this.
It's a 44 semi-auto revolver. And it's not a Derringer.
No, it's not. It's cute.
It looks like a Derringer.
It looks like it holds 3 rounds. I wouldn't hide it. I wouldn't fire it in this clawed hopper of a hand I have. But anyways, as I was trying to say before, unfortunately, due to a lot of events happening, we lost a lot of our gameplay. Dang it! So we decided just to throw together a little stream, just a little nothing, a little Caribbean breeze in the background, as you can see, just a little bit of a So unfortunately, Necro Nick is of course dead in the water. Michelle with 1L, our leader and glorious captain, has stepped out. Trisha doesn't want to do anything tonight, but that's okay. We're all allowed to have our days off. Mama Bear is in the midst of a daring heist in Disney Dreamlight Valley, so she'll pipe in every now and then. Isn't he supposed to go to bed?
He's reading.
Oh. I'm sorry, I just heard him talking in the background. I didn't know.
Okay.
So, throw a few topics.
I'm sticking around.
I know. I'm just throwing a few topics out, and we'll just see where we can go with that. So, here's a quick topic for you guys. Something that came up in the news the other day. So, an alien race shows up on Earth. Okay.
Okay.
Are they fuckable?
Of course.
I figured I'd get the question out of the way. Someone was gonna ask it. I might as well be the guy.
And he's already dead. Anyway,
Yeah.
now the aliens come to Earth, but they're not here for war. They're not here to kill us. Not here to take us. They are here just to look at us and show off what we could possibly be if we could put all our differences aside and just work together as a species.
That sounds horrible.
Next
I like.
conversation then. Next conversation then.
I'm joking with you. That's what I would tell the alien. I'm joking. It's worth it. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
I mean, do you think that humanity could put aside its differences and work together and become something, or you think we would just fail out as a species? Because I personally think we'd fail out as a species.
Yeah.
We'd fail because there's too much hate in the world. Don't matter who's the one saying it. There's too much of it, so nobody's gonna want to get along.
All right.
That's my opinion.
Next question. I know it's been asked before, but it's been a while. So, you have a choice. You can either live in the Star Wars universe as your choice of job description, or you could live in the Star Trek universe with your job description of your choice. Which one are you going into, and what do you want to be? Just saying. I mean, a couple good choices there.
A Sith Lord.
Darth Bong, boy.
How'd you know it was gonna be Darth?
Well, you're a Sith. Darth is like the nomenclature for Sith, and you're a Sith Lord.
Yeah, every
Sith
Sith is
a Darth.
Is Darth something?
Well, considering how I can't aim worth crap with a real gun, I'd probably be a stormtrooper.
No, you could just be something else. You don't gotta be a stormtrooper. Jeez.
I heard something about let's all be stormtroopers.
No, I'm not gonna be a stormtrooper now. I'm sorry. Not my job description. I want to be in Star Trek. And I just want to be like second in command of a ship that's just like on a peace journey or something like that, because I really don't like I like the idea of Star Wars. I do. But the problem with Star Wars is the word wars. You can literally die in Star Wars by being on the wrong planet at the wrong time. No warning. Just a beam of light comes out of nowhere and just nukes your planet. You could be Darth something living on a planet in the far reaches and somebody takes a shot at you and blows you to hell. In Star Trek, they always know when someone's coming. I don't know how, but they just always know there's someone there. He's using an advanced cloaking device. No one can detect him. He's right there. How do you know? It's a gut instinct. And they fire at him. It's like, how the
You didn't see the shimmer?
Just begin firing randomly in every direction. Lock on and fire all weapons.
Star Wars, dark side.
I don't care if they're friendly or not. Just fire.
Yeah. Keep firing, asshole. But, like, I don't know if I could really do the Star Wars universe, because there's really not a lot of benefit to being in the Star Wars universe.
Sure there is.
You're either on one side or the other.
Well, what's the benefit of being in the Star Wars universe, Deathgasm?
Using the Force for inappropriate matters.
You do realize that most Jedi and Siths die before they're in their 30s, right?
I'm okay with that. I don't want to live past 30 to begin with.
Yeah, neither did I, and the military still didn't put me down, so, you know. But yeah, I mean, okay, so your advantage is like pulling some girl's skirt up with the Force. Wow. Now, let me explain to you something. In the Star Trek universe, you could literally program an entire program so you could do that, and feel everything that woman does to you afterwards. It's called a holodeck. And trust me, in the books, they are used for some inappropriate shite. Oh my! When I was watching the show, I thought the holodecks were only on the ships. No, my friend, no. They're mainly on planets. You could have one in your house. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the Star Wars universe, the biggest problem with the Star Wars universe is there's nowhere you can go where you're literally safe. There's nowhere. it sucks because you'd think, oh well, I mean, I could be on like the Empire's main base and I'd be safe, and then some idiot's gonna come fly and blow you up or something like that, or you walk by Darth Vader and you scuff his shoe or something, he just kills you for no reason. I mean, just your life expectancy in that entire series is low. I'm just throwing it out there because it's just like, okay, there are 3 groups you can be where you're guaranteed to have some freedoms, and then everyone else is going to kill you. You can be a bounty hunter, where someone's going to try to kill you. You can be a Jedi, and then somebody's going to try to kill you. Or you can be a Sith, where people are guaranteed to try and kill you, including your own guys.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm
forgot
okay
one
with that.
type of being killed by
What's that?
the gray force wielder.
The Grey Guardians? Nah.
The ones that don't really follow the light or the dark side.
They actually follow the combined code. I know. I've actually done live streams about them. They're the guys that'll fight you with a lightsaber in one hand and then shoot you in the gut with a freaking blaster you were hiding up your sleeve.
Honestly, I really like those.
The problem with them is they are hunted by everybody else. The Jedi hunt them because they're Sith. The Sith hunt them because they're Jedi. Bounty hunters hunt them because everyone else is hunting them. You can't be a senator. Everyone's trying to assassinate you. You can't be a moisture farmer or anything like that. Freaking Tusken Raiders will come and rape you or something like that. I'm just saying, like, it is a show.
And if it's not the other groups trying to fuck you or kill you, it's the freaking planets you're on that are trying to kill you.
Or the ample slave trade, all the crime syndicates that are everywhere. The amount of creatures larger than they should be everywhere. Rancors.
Now they're as big as they need to be.
I do not see why an entire planet needs to be burrowed out so a giant vagina monster can survive. It's called a sarlacc, but you might as well just call it the space vagina. I'm just saying. It's just. I understand. They're as big as they want to be. I understand that. They're as big as they need to be. I understand that. Do I need to be anywhere near them? No.
No. I'm noping out.
To be fair, you went onto their planet.
Well, where am I supposed to go? If you go to one of the civilized planets, the civilized people will try to murder you or enslave you. And if you try to go to one of the uncivilized worlds, everything else there will try to kill you.
Pretty much.
Star Trek, on the other hand. There are parts of the Star Trek universe that have never seen war. There are portions of the world. There are certain planets that have never seen an intergalactic battle. I'm just saying, like, listen, I am all for violence, and I would be a violent individual, but I'm not going to be the guy that, welcome to this world. It's currently embroiled in a civil war. Give me my lightsaber! No. No. Rain hell down upon them. Turn the planet to ash. Listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. They proved through scientific matter that the ships that the Star Wars universe have are very, very inefficient compared to the ones from the Star Trek universe. The shields alone of a Excelsior class starship, which is basically the Enterprise system, which are hundreds of thousands of, by the way, their shields fluctuate at such a level that there's nothing short of a Death Star that could put them down, and even a Death Star's main weapon would not be enough to damage the ship's outer hull.
Mm-hmm.
That's by the way, remember, that's not a battleship. That's not a warship. That's a science vessel, an exploration vessel. When you start seeing like the Thor class Star Trek battleships that are half the size of a Star Destroyer and have enough firepower to nuke a small universe out of existence. One of these things is not set up like the other. I would rather have unlimited food, unlimited water, unlimited fun than I would a lightsaber, a blaster, or possibly my head up some kind of horrible creature's gullet. So, That's the unfortunate thing about that's just how I look at it though. I mean, you're allowed to have your own opinions. If you want to be in Star Wars, you be in Star Wars. If you're going to be anything in Star Wars, be a Grey Guardian. Be a Grey Guardian. I'm just saying it right now. Be a Grey Guardian. You do not have to listen to anyone. You have to balance the Force by being evil and good. That's right. You literally have to give some old lady a cake while killing somebody who just killed somebody for no reason. That's how Grey Guardians work. Like they have to balance every good deed with an evil deed.
I'll start kneecapping children.
Wow.
What?
She's gonna start kneecapping children.
As one great man once said, "Fuck them kids."
I believe that's a female named Michelle with one L.
Yep.
Oh, anyway. Would you guys rather have?
We're not even half an hour in the live stream, and it's already got off the rails.
Hey, we're still on track. I said which universe would
Yeah.
you rather be in and why. We've already spoken our hearts. Would you rather have to fight the gremlins or the critters? Which one?
I feel like that's a very unfair question.
You'd rather fight the gremlins?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
I mean, a
So-
flamethrower would take either one of them out, so.
Dead or dunked in water, there's no problem.
Wait. Say that again, hon?
Gremlins, as long as they're not right after midnight or dunked in water.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the Mogwais. We're talking about what happens when they're already there, an outbreak.
Ah.
You know, they're already out there. There's at least it's like let's say 30 versus 30. I mean, which do you want to take on, the rolling balls of teeth with paralytic venom, or the super intelligent, wacky guys that are trying to multiply themselves constantly? If
the
you are
critters.
if you're a Warhammer 40k fan, it's like which would you rather take on, Nurgle, or would you rather take on Khorne?
Nurgle.
Nurgle, grab on Nurgle. Anyways, yeah, I mean, both of them have their advantages. The gremlins are, even though they're goofy, they are very intelligent creatures. They set up booby traps. They use weapons. They have a urge to multiply themselves and increase their numbers. The critters are fast-moving, super intelligent predators, heat vision. They can paralyze you with their spines, and they have very sharp teeth.
Good day, sir.
And good day to you too, sir. I said good day.
Mr. Moore, nice to see you again.
But yeah, anyways, I mean, they both have their advantages, but they also both have their disadvantages. First of all, they're both highly susceptible to weapons.
Like I said, a flamethrower will take either one of them out.
As Juggernaut has put, a flamethrower is quite effective against all of them, but then again, so is a shotgun, a knife, a club.
This thing, it's done.
The critters themselves seem to be more durable and faster, but the gremlins are more numerous and more intelligent. So what it comes down to is, you're in a, let's see, let me just think here. You're in a KFC warehouse. All right. At this point in time, there's 30 of them, and there's one of you. Which would you rather fight?
The critter.
You know, critters can go right up walls, across ceilings, down floors, through pipes. Gremlins are intelligent enough to find weapons and set up traps. It's a tough one, in my opinion. Personally, I think it would be a lot easier to take down the gremlins. Simply because they don't seem to be able to keep their mouths shut, and they're always giggling and laughing, so you'd know where they were.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, once they reach a source of water, you're not fighting against... Yeah, you're not fighting 30 anymore. You're fighting 300 now, you know?
Yeah.
But the critters, they reproduce by laying their eggs inside corpses. So you have 30 of them until they get rid of you. I feel that it'd be simpler to defeat the gremlins. But I don't know if I'd want to fight either one, to be honest with you. Not without my chosen weaponry.
And the critters are just tribbles with teeth.
Yeah, they're tribbles with teeth, high-speed movements, and the ability to hit you with a small spine that will paralyze your ass while they eat you and lay their eggs in you. Also, unlike the gremlins, critters are not loud creatures. They're very quiet. They can sneak up on you and stalk you and shoot you. It's a bad day. And apparently their teeth go right through like leather armor. So like, you would need like plate mail armor, and even then that's not a guarantee. But like I said, I mean, like, it really comes down to the idea of which would you rather take on? A swarm that never ends as long as they have liquid, or a swarm of very silent, very sneaky creatures? I mean, I'm still going with the gremlins on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think I could probably maybe trick the gremlins into doing something stupid. Maybe like, hey, guys, I brought you a big old thing of water. They'll start jumping into it. It's actually battery acid or something. Ah! I got you, bastards. Ah!
Hydrochloric acid.
You just couldn't do that with the damn critters. You couldn't do that with them at all. No. How about you, Sub? Which one would you rather take on?
The critters.
You rather take the critter on? Okay. Is there a particular reason for that, or you just don't like the critters?
I just don't like the critters. I'm cool. I like the gremlins.
Okay, makes sense to me, especially if they're the gremlins from Gremlins 2. But Deathgasm, who would you rather take on?
I don't know much about the 40K universe, in all honesty.
You're not listening to the conversation. We're talking 40K. I just
He's
said
not.
If this was 40K, it would be them, but no. The critters or the gremlins, you know?
Yeah, gremlins. You were saying that they're intelligent and goofy. I might toy with them.
Right, like they're goofy. They do things at a chaotic level, where the critters are more of a predator. They're hunting you down. Either one will kill you if they get the chance, though. I'm not gonna lie, but like it's that level, you know. Gremlins can fall in love with you and be friends and everything like that. Critters are going to eat you and lay their eggs in your torso. Okay, since we're talking about which would we rather, take on an alien or take on the predator.
You're talking like the alien from Alien vs. Predator, like the crescent-shaped head?
Yes, xenomorphs, yes. Which would you rather take on? The predator or a xenomorph? Your choice.
I'm going to have to go predator for the innate fact I don't want to fight something is if it gets close to where I'm stabby in it, its blood won't melt me down to the bone.
Touche. How about you, Jug?
Probably the xenomorph.
Okay, reason behind that, maybe? There's no wrong answer here.
It would be a lot easier to corner the xenomorph, I believe, than it would the predator.
Yeah, I mean, the predator has a lot of traps and everything laying on inside, too.
It also depends on the terrain, too. Where are you fighting them?
You know what? We're still in the same KFC freaking storage building. We're in a KFC warehouse.
Yeah. Xenomorph.
Okay. Sub, who would you rather fight against?
I was gonna say xenomorph, only because. Although then again, if I die to the predator, if I die to the predator, then at least I'll be like marked in their books. But if I win, I'll also be marked by to like a trophy kind of deal.
I find that
I don't know.
Both sides would be really hard to fight against. As Jonah has
I'm pretty sure both sides are certain death.
Well, not particularly. The xenomorphs are very strong and fast and agile, but only at up close range. From a distance, they're not anything. I mean, there are some species that have the ability to spit acid and things like that, but I'm just sticking with the standard variety of the drones. I mean, they're like 9 foot tall, and they're fast. But from a distance, you could probably ice one real easily. The predator is a stealthy creature who will wait and siege and set up traps and kill you with numerous horrible things. That'll do horrible things to you. Like nets that close in on you and they're razor sharp and they cut you to pieces. Or that little thing on their shoulder that fires a ball of plasma at your arse and blows you to hell. Mama, who do you rather fight against?
Xenomorph.
The Xenomorph?
You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I'd lure that bastard into the freaking cold storage and slam the door shut.
Mama, they're thinking. Mama, they're thinking right there.
You
Yep.
wouldn't be able to get out.
I would use.
You'd freeze to death.
I like her thinking, but I would take on the Predator for a simple reason. I could f him over. I could f him over. See, the thing about Predators is they're honor-bound warriors. They will fight you with whatever you have. If you fight them in melee, they will fight you in melee. If you fight them from a range, they will fight you at a range. So all I gotta do is trick the sucker into coming at me in close-range combat. Oh, is he stronger than me? Oh, you better believe those things have elephant strength. It's gonna break me like a twig. Doesn't have better weapons than I do. You better believe that has got better weapons than I do. Plasma casters, freaking bladed discs that move wherever their heads move, spear guns, nets, etc. They have all kinds of things. But their biggest flaw is that honor system. Xenomorphs, they're not honorable. You lose track of those suckers, they have not lost track of you. They use echolocation. They know where you are. For the Predator, set up a trap. Maybe find that pool that I threw all the gremlins into. But I figure that even if I am killed, I have to agree with Sub on this one. If I am killed, I show up in their leisures as a threat or something, you know. I killed him, but he poured a bottle of freaking KFC freaking 7 sauces on my head first. It burned the eyes. I couldn't fight back at first, and I got him across the throat. A true warrior. I believe his name was Colonel Sanders. I'm like, motherfucker, no. I am not Kentucky Fried Chicken. No. Just saying.
Are you sure?
Oh, I am 100% sure I'm not the Colonel because
Kaiju fried chicken.
If I were the Colonel, I'd be very disappointed in everyone else from KFC who've raised the prices to such a point where I need to pull out a loan just to get a freaking dinner from them. I don't know what is down there, but up here you get a family meal of like I think it's like 29 pieces or something like that for like $60.
All right.
$60 for a bucket.
If you could learn one move from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, whatever one you want to go off of, what one would it be?
Ooh.
Instant transmission.
So yeah,
Motherfucker.
All
right.
Okay.
I'll pick something else since you already picked that.
I got to stretch mine out a little. I got to stretch mine out just a little. But I believe the ability to absorb my energy's life force just by touching them with my hands would be pretty vicious. In Budokai, it's called, I think it's called like energy drain or power drain or something like that. But like, you basically just grab onto somebody and you just drain them of all their power and everything. Like they just shrivel up and you just get healed by it, you know. Yeah, it means I got to be in close range combat, but I mean, I'm not going to be fighting against Goku and Gohan here. I'm not that level of power. Mr. Saturn could kick the out of me. Yamcha would break me off like I was a Kit Kat bar. Like, I know a lot of people, like, they badmouth those characters, but you got to realize just how strong they actually are. A regular human being on that planet, a standard human being, has a power level between 1 and 10. Yamcha's power level's in like the 400, 500 group. That means he is that much stronger than you. I mean, even Chi-Chi has a power level of like a 230 or something like that, so even she's like that much stronger than you. Yeah, we're not quite level like Piccolo and Gohan and Goku, who you can't even count their number anymore. But I mean, you gotta remember, like Yamcha, he's no punk. He'll kill you. He might not be able to kill many things in his universe, but in this universe, he would kill you.
What's his power level? 1006. Wait, that's it?
Kick his ass, Nappa. Oh god. Oh, sorry, it was 9001. My bad. I'm just saying, like.
All right.
What's your power there, Sub? Let me hear the sub. Let me hear the sub power.
I'd go with the metal booze power, where he could go into metal and shit.
Oh, yeah. Basically, it's like his
Since you-
fuse in power. He can just like absorb himself into power and things like that. Yeah. It's not just metal that he can
since you
do it to. He can do it to like the ground, trees, etc. It just lets him fuse with them to make himself stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you find enough diamonds, you fuse into those, you're pretty unstoppable.
Listen, I either want that power or I want the one that could turn people into chocolate.
No candy power. No, that's too broken. I can't that.
So wait, all right. If you had that power and you started eating people, would that still technically be considered cannibalism?
Well, there's two things you need to know about that power jug. First of all, when you eat the person, you don't actually kill them. You absorb
Okay.
their energy and soul into your body. Thus, you would know everything they knew and know anything they did know how to do. So you learn all their fighting arts, their techniques, and everything like that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want that power.
And the second thing is, you can then become like a half breed with them. You can like fuse and do a fusion dance with that person in your belly.
Okay.
I kind of want that power now.
So the first thing I'm going to do is grab Juggernaut and say, "Get me the hell out of here!" and just be gone. Deuces.
Come on, think about it. And the reason why I do the whole instant transmission thing is, oh darn, my car's out of gas. Where do I need to go?
I know, that's what I was going to pick first, but you picked it, so I figured I'd pick something different.
I could beat your arse with a handshake at the beginning of a fight.
Who?
Me, I could. Okay, but let's shake hands first, and I would just drain you dry right there. What are you
Who,
gonna
me?
do? No, whoever you shook your hand with. I mean, I'd be the greatest UFC fight ever. Go on, touch gloves. Let's shake on it. I win.
I would never have to worry about a sweet tooth.
Pro Wrestling Code of Honor, handshake.
Yeah. And by the way, just in case you know, Boo's multiple forms allowed him to actually change some of the things other than sweets.
Oh?
Yeah, by the end of by the beginning of Dragon Ball GT, I know it doesn't exist anymore, but it did. Boo was able to turn things into like French fries and hamburgers and stuff too. So.
Oh. Oh,
So-
And
shit.
again,
Yeah.
would that be considered cannibalism?
Once again, they don't die.
I definitely want that power.
Well, neither did the guy in the pot before the cannibals got to him.
All right.
All right, DG, what kind of power would you want?
From the Dragon Ball universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's shake.
That is a hard fucking question.
There are so many powers. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind real quick. I don't want that. I want the I want the ability that the Piccolo's species has, where I can alter something into something else. His transmogrification magic, or as we know it, clothes beam.
Mhm.
I mean, his father turned an entire mountain into a castle by firing that beam at it, and it became the exact castle he thought it was.
That would be a nice way to make money.
Not just that, but I mean, like, I could shoot your clothes and just like, pff, oh, what? Oh, now your clothes are water. Oh, God, you're naked. Ah. Yeah, I know it's funny. It's great, no?
I'm gonna go Ultra Instinct.
Ooh. You know the sad part is, even if we're just taking our regular power levels, Ultra Instinct would make you pretty broken. If you think about how Ultra Instinct
Ultra
works.
Ego?
So the first person I'm going after is DG to steal his power.
Well, here's the thing. Ultra Instinct isn't technically a power, it's a mindset.
So I could just gain that. Okay.
But the problem is that you probably wouldn't be able to drain his power. How Ultra Instinct works is basically like you just say, "Fuck it," and let your body just move on its own, and it senses things that are coming at you and it just dodges. So you'd probably have to fight him for a while. I mean, you could probably do it eventually, but you'd have to fight him for a long time to wear him out to the point where you'd be able to do that. And then you just got to keep away from him, because once he gets to the combat range, he's going to be throwing so many rights you could wish you had a left. I mean, even as it was described by the gods in Dragon Ball Super, it's like, even if you gave it to a mere mortal, they would become such a superhuman that even weapons of your planet wouldn't be able to touch them until they tired out. The big problem with Ultra Instinct is it drains your stamina at a very quick rate.
So I'll basically just stay away until he drains himself dry.
That's right. And then you could come after whoever you thought to come after next. You could go after Juggernaut, who would just teleport away.
But let's say honestly, with the amount, with the weight training and stuff I do, my stamina's pretty high, so I could probably close distance quick enough that
listen, I'm not
Sub
saying you couldn't.
won't be a threat.
Well, right. Well, here's the thing. We're not looking at everything like Battlegrounds and everything like that. If we were in our prime, which was like me back when I was like 18 or something like that, like years ago, I was a pretty strong guy. I was a pretty strong fighter. I was straight out of the military, straight trained, had a six-pack and everything. Back then I had a lot of endurance. I could swing pretty hard. I could dodge really well. I've had plenty of martial arts training underneath my belt. But even looking at that, the only person here I could see possibly being able to beat with a straight fight, even with my power, would be Jug, and Jug would hold still long enough for me to be able to do it to him. Yeah, I can transform things by firing a beam at him, which is awesome, because then I could just like make realty and go to a junkyard and try to a whole bunch of good stuff and everything like that.
Poof.
Jug just teleports away with it. Damn it. I go to tell Deathgasm just beats the shit out of me, and I'm laying on the ground bleeding out. And I look up and I just see, I want French fries, and that's the last thing I see. I'm just saying, from an economical point of view, my power is the greatest out of all of yours. As far as fighting goes, oh no. I seriously just became Yamcha. Juggernaut's instant transmission allows him to teleport to somebody who he knows. So I mean, it doesn't limit it either, because it's just if he just senses the person can teleport to them. Sub, you would just keep me trapped in an endless dream, which isn't actually so bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind being caught in an endless dream. That'd be pretty cool. Deathgasm would just be like, and then I would just be like, what? And how did I get to the hospital? What the fuck?
Guys, hi, guys.
Hi, Chuck.
I got you to the hospital as quick as I could.
Thank you. Where's my spleen, by the way? About that. Sub got hungry. Mother! Just shoot something to stick a new spleen in me.
Honestly, the food power on Sub is kind of scary.
It is.
Because he smokes pot. So he's got munchies.
What are you doing? He's going Munchie Ball Z. Run, everybody. He's a super smoker.
That would be an interesting parody. Imagine that as a parody. Munchie Ball Z.
Oh, dear Lord, no. Don't let people hear this. No, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
I do.
I'm sure you do.
But just imagine me and Sub's fight. It's in a crowded city, and Sub keeps on trying to laser beam me. I just start picking people up and throwing them into the laser beam.
Well, here's the other thing you gotta remember.
And then I pick up the fucking cookie and throw it at him.
And then he eats it and gets his power back.
See, but that'd be fun. He'd keep trying, and I just keep on like ninja starring him with his food.
Which would just end with you running out of stamina and him keep getting it back.
Meanwhile, Kaiju's about to get hit in the crossfire. Oh no, this is not happening.
Teleport gone. Thank you, Jug. I appreciate it. Just shoot a bush. Taco Bell. It's Taco Bell. I know.
So here's a question I asked my coworker.
Okay.
If you had the ability to create your own Bankai, what would it be?
Okay, well, actually, I've already thought this one out, so I'll let you guys go first, but I actually fully thought this
no idea what he's talking about.
In Bleach, if you've ever heard of the show Bleach.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Bleach is an anime where people with ridiculous hair... Okay, I know I'm not cutting it down very much.
That's every anime, dude.
Let me catch up with it, okay? Wearing emo clothing. Damn it, I'm still not catching up. Hang on, let me try this one again. Okay, so there's these spirits that have super strength powers. God damn it. Anyways. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to pass on this one.
Okay,
I'm just going to pass on this.
What about you, Deathgasm? I'm sure you have a Bankai.
A Bankai?
Oh, no, he doesn't know it either. Never watched Bleach.
All
did you?
right.
Bleach.
Bleach.
No, I never seen that show.
Well, just to answer
You
your
know the
question.
stuff.
Just answer your question,
Stuff you
sub. I have first of all I have my Shikai and then I have my Bankai. Which do you want to know about first?
Whichever one's the least overpowered.
That would be my Shikai.
Okay.
So since every power needs some kind of naming convulsion and that kind of stuff, I do not know why, but they always seem to have some kind of like matching name set for them. So my first is called the Sonata. It transforms my my gi and my clothes into kind of like, it looks like almost like a conductor on stage. And the Sonata itself is a long blade with ringing bells and holes in it. And basically, as I tap it, I'm able to use different techniques based on the number of taps I give to it by using sound waves.
Mm.
Finishing with 13 taps, which of course is for whom the bell tolls, the death knell. And other things like sonic shield, harmonics, and things like that, healing, damaging. It'd be more of an all-arounder effect. Just like I'd be able to do a lot of things, but they wouldn't all be like game enders. And then, of course, what would yours be, sub?
My Shikai?
Yeah, what would your Shikai?
I wouldn't know the name of it, but basically it was kind of something like yours, except that like it'll paralyze the people that can hear it.
Oh.
So obviously it has its weakness if you know about it.
Okay, well, what would the weakness be?
If you don't hear it, you don't get paralyzed.
Okay. Sounds like yours and mine have a similar capability. My weakness is it depends on how quickly I can smack the bells to be able to use the stronger effects. You know,
nice.
One or two, and I can use like a sonic shield or a healing harmonics to heal myself or protect myself from attacks. But I have to tap it 13 times in order for me to be able to use my strongest attack. And then the Bankai form, which is the fun form, is called Symphonia. It actually shrinks my my weapon down to the size of a dagger.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
But basing it off the idea of a Symphonia, which are where multiple bands come together, there would be 7 illusionary forms of me floating around. They would look like me, but you'd pass right through, but you'd get shocked by the sound energy that'd be from them. And during the fights, it would basically be me being able to use all my abilities without having to tap the bells that many times, and each one of the illusions being able to use their own different effects. So you would just be constantly assaulted from attacks from all directions from sound waves.
Okay.
Sound wave shields, and if you can't guess which one is mine, you can't fight me.
Right.
What's your Bankai?
My Bankai? Well, it's a combination between the Shikai, obviously, where it could paralyze, but it could also, what was the thing? Basically, it could spit out poison, kind of like the one Doctor does.
Okay, so you'd have sound and poison on your side. So yours would be, your weapon would be kind of a status effect weapon.
Right.
Okay, I can see that working. My advantage is my weapon has 13 different abilities, and when I Bankai, that's 8 individuals, each using different sound waves at different times. As far as power goes, I wouldn't be very powerful, but I would be annoying as fuck. You thought going through one of my barriers was tough, try going through 8 of my barriers, or suddenly the ground is moving up and down, left and right because of my vengeful vertigo, and you're trying to keep track of where you're going. And then Death Knell just stops your heart if you're hit by it. From 8 different shots. Just kidding. Okay, so let's change the subject to a funnier subject. So, Juggalug-a-lot.
Yes.
I am going to give you a small sentence, and I would like you to best describe how it would work on your behalf. Okay?
Okay.
You are the creator. Ah!
Sorry.
It's okay, I'm kidding.
Huh.
So,
One tea.
sure. You are the creator of your own anime series. What do you think would be what your anime series would be about?
If there is tea.
And no, you can't have one about some kid who wants to be king of the pirates. That doesn't work.
Card games on motorcycle. Oh wait, that already exists.
Yu-Gi-Oh! DMX. First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll. I mean, with all the different animes that are out there, we are bound to have ideas that are the same animes as somebody else's. But the idea still remains. Like, what would you want your anime to be about? What would be your thought process?
Honestly, I would want it to revolve around the sumo wrestling world.
Cool. I know of a few animes like that, but what would yours be about? Like some up and young comer trying to win, or are you guys fighting in sumo mechas? Sumo magic. I don't know if there's an anime like that. I'm just like sumo magic. Haha.
No, but the funny part would be the yokozuna of this sumo wrestling anime would be some small, skinny guy who can push the big guys out of the ring easier than they can push him.
I like that idea. Actually, that sounds kind of funny.
One Punch Man as a sumo wrestler.
One push.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. You're getting that idea a little bit from Ragnarok.
Oh, he's talking about the anime Ragnarok. No, he's never seen that one, man. Like I said, see, we're bound to have ideas that are similar.
But look at it. I mean, it would be something unexpected.
Right. I mean, just imagine the entire sumo realm, and you're looking to fight against Yokozuna. You finally battle your way through, and you're sitting there watching one of the Yokozuna's matches, and this little scrawny guy comes out with all these muscles against the one sumo wrestler, and he just launches him out of the ring. I mean, that would shock the shit out of me. I would. Isn't the Yokozuna supposed to be a mountain?
Yeah.
I mean, I like your idea. I do. And yes, there's probably an anime or 6 just like it. And if you know an anime like it, please like, subscribe, ring the notification, put the message down, do
put the notification
down. Just tell us if you know what any animes that involve sumo wrestlers that are similar to Jugs. I mean, could be pretty cool. Well, Red Dead Redemption. What kind of anime would you be bringing out, Deathgasm?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe a superhuman universe.
Okay. Is that it?
Where you could buy your power.
Ooh. Buy your power? I actually sounds like an interesting idea.
But catch is it's based about this poor kid.
Okay.
So without money, you really can't get a power. Powers are more of a luxury, to say the least.
Okay.
And he finds a key to a door with a guy dying inside, and the guy transfers him his power. Which is the ability to steal powers.
Ooh.
So, to balance the universe. This kid steals from the rich, gives to the poor.
Oh, so he can also give the power.
That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds pretty nifty. Some kind of modern day Robin Hood taking on supervillains and that kind of stuff. To be honest with you, I've never heard of an anime like that. That does sound like an interesting one. Hello, Jug. I see you chimed in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Want to wait till after everyone?
okay. Mr.
Does
Liminal,
it?
that is sub.
So I was thinking of like maybe a ghost story kind of thing, where the main character is basically a ghost hunter in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Little does he realize that he's actually a ghost who's friends with a normal person who can just see them. The normal person can only see them, but he can't really interact.
Okay.
But because the ghost detective is kind of shy, he never really goes to reach for him, so he doesn't realize he's dead.
I think I've seen where this comes from.
Later down the road, there's probably going to be a way to like make his form more tangible.
Okay.
Not fully tangible, but somewhat tangible. And just enough to where like other people start noticing him, but it's kind of like how like everybody basically just walks on their daily lives, like they still don't notice him.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Sounds like an interesting flick.
That's one idea. Then there's an idea of like kind of like a mixture between certain animes like Demon Slayer and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry, I threw up in my mouth there for a second. Keep going.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
The good parts. The good parts.
Sorry, there were good parts of Demon Slayers?
Not really. I just wanted to make you open your mouth. I'm just fucking with you.
I rooted for every demon. I'm not gonna lie. I rooted for every demon to kill them. I did. I rooted for every demon to kill the kid.
As did I.
I really didn't like any of the characters. I literally hated every character that.
A lot of people highly suggest me watch Demon Slayer.
I would highly suggest you watch Attack on Titan.
I'm not watching Attack on Titan.
It's a horrible anime, but after you watch it, every other anime looks amazing.
Maybe I should watch it.
I'm just saying.
Maybe I should watch it.
If you're an Attack on Titan fan, I apologize. But there's just so many things wrong with Attack on Titan that make zero sense. It's as if the entire anime was designed by a group of people who did not have common sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all the tanks and attack helicopters and everything. We're going to melt them down into giant razor blades. Or we could keep them and use them to drop high fuel ordnances to burn to death because we saw how fire works on them. Now we're going to make them do a bunch of giant razor blades and launch ourselves around at 150 miles per hour on little tiny wings that stick out of your hips. And who would, in reality, kill you by snapping you in half like a Slim Jim at full speed. There is no way any of those people are human. There is no way any of them are human. I
don't think they were.
Well, look at it from the point of view of a poor man like me. They always said we're fighting for the human race. We're fighting for humanity. Now watch me launch myself across the room at 110 miles per hour by these little grappling hooks attached to my hip.
That doesn't sound safe.
Snap, your neck gets snapped backwards, your legs get snapped backwards, your arms get snapped backwards, and you're going through there going, oh. It's just how it would work in real life.
It's a bungee cord. It's a bungee jump gone wrong.
Yeah, and there's swords. No, they don't have swords. They're giant segmented razor blades, like box cutters. You can even see the chinks in it. I swear to you, Attack on Titan is just a bunch of tiny people living in an Amazon warehouse. That's my
Was
theory.
the creator drunk, high, or both?
I believe he was actually dead, and they were just like poking him and hoping he would point at things. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I really wish there was something I could say that's positive about Attack on Titan. Levi was a badass character. There, I'll say that. There's my positive. Oh, by the way, Levi, he wasn't a Titan or anything. He was just a dude, but he was a badass. That's it. I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that. There's my positive to a horrible thing. One of my New Year's resolutions this year was to add a positive to every negative thing. Try to balance it out, you know. Okay, so what's your other? Sorry to take it away, Sub. What's your other story there?
Oh, I forgot.
Well, seeing as I don't want to talk about Pokemon Pack and Heat anymore because I saw the video game trailer and I saw people playing it. I have an idea for an anime series where the main character is an individual who did some horrible things, and because of a deal he made with a devil, he ended up getting trapped inside of a computer. And basically the devil decided to destroy Earth, and he was forced to watch everything. And eventually he got connected to a god of the internet. And what it was basically if what people believed in became a god. So this being attached to himself, and they've recreated Earth, and we're trying to stop the calamity from happening again by explaining to the people that did the same exact thing how they should not do it this time because they fucked up last time, as well as trying to take his original evil version, his younger self, and steer him away from being an evil prick. But the problem is, in order for me to work on it, I would have to get in touch with DC to make it work. All right. So Jug, I've had my chance.
If you could combine 2 video games to make them one, what 2 video games would you combine?
Ooh. That is an interesting. So there are a lot of good video games out there. Oh wow, there are a lot of good video games out there. You dropped one on me, man. You gotta have to give me a minute here.
All right.
If you could combine 2 video games together to make them into one new video game, what would be the 2 games? This is by far one of the most diabolic things you've ever said, Jug. By far. By far.
Because I have plenty that I would love to combine.
Oh, you do? Okay, I'm glad. How about this? Well, I'm thinking you fire one of those suckers off.
Resident Evil 4 and Hunt Showdown.
So Hunt Showdown in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Oh, wow. Just fuck you, Jug. Ooh, that's a tough one. Combine any 2 video games together to make them into one. There's so many options, so many good options. I've been on the block for a long time. You know, I was playing the Atari back when I was younger and got the Nintendo. I've been playing video games for a good portion of my life. So many video games. Oh, man.
I actually got Kaiji to actually have to think.
How about you, Sub? You got an idea? Oh, man, there's just so
Come back to me.
Sarcasm.
That's a hard one, dude.
Damn it, Jug! You stumped everybody.
FNAF and DBD.
I got an idea.
Mom Bear said FNAF and DBD.
Oh, wow.
What's your
Wow.
idea, Deathgasm? What's your idea, Deathgasm?
Deadliest Hunter 2, I believe it was, the Deadliest Hunt.
Okay.
And Saints Row 4.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. That'd be that. Saints Row 4 and Deadliest Hunt 2. That'd be an odd but enjoyable game.
Start beating animals with a giant dildo.
Oh, wait, never mind. Now, and because of that, no, now I don't want to play the game anymore. Beat animals with a giant dildo. No.
Y'all forgot about that weapon in Saints Row 4, didn't you?
I don't even. I avoid that weapon. I don't even buy it. I believe it's called the Penetrator or something like that. I think that's what it's called.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's like a 7-foot long rubber dildo on a stick. You literally smack enemies with it. It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Chuck it on. How about another one?
Fallout Vegas
Okay.
and
Stop the giggling. Stop the giggling.
all right, Fallout New Vegas
Yes.
and Destroy All Humans.
Oh wow. I'm not sure how that one would work out. Would you be playing as the alien or the person? Could we avoid,
You can play as either one.
Could we avoid getting the anal probe gun?
Come on, imagine having the anal probe gun and going up against some death claws.
No. Last thing I need is something that big running at me, flailing its arms because something's crawling up its arse. No. I have two that keep coming to my mind for some reason.
Which two?
Okay, so the first one is just because I think it would be an interesting twist. Devil May Cry. Oh, hang on. God, I just lost the name of the other game. Okay, I'll put that one to the side. How about we take Street Fighter 6. We'll pick Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm.
And combine it with XCOM. The Street Fighter cast, you can hire them on to help fight and beat up the alien menace. Move a bunch of spaces as freaking Ryu and Hadouken some guy. Have E Honda do the flying press attack and knock an alien through a wall. Bayonetta combined with Devil May Cry.
I could see that.
Two amazing
I'm trying to remember.
characters, amazing gameplay. Dante having to fight not just demons but angels now, and having to help freaking the Tall Queen herself, Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you they'd bang. They'd have a kid.
How about Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat?
You know, I'm surprised that's never happened. Actually,
I know.
we have like Street Fighter versus freaking Tekken. We have Marvel and DC. Marvel
versus Capcom.
versus Capcom. We even have Mortal Kombat versus Marvel when that one throw together. But never Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's no killing in Street Fighter per se. But another thing I have to say is this. I have this horrible feeling that the Mortal Kombat cast was just absolutely destroyed by the Street Fighter cast. I could just picture it now because I was playing Street Fighter 6 the other day, I'm not going to lie. At one point, Zangief, big old Zangief, the big old wrestler, gets jumped by this assassin. She pulls out this blade that she shows could cut through steel, and she jumps and goes to slash him. And he pulls back his arms like this, like he's going to catch the blade or something. And she hits him, and he catches the blade with his muscles. And then he just breaks her sword with his muscles, like, ah! It's like, yo. Scorpion's going to say, get over here, and he's just going to grab him, like, no, you come here. And just say that.
He Scorpion goes, get over here. He catches it and
yeah, no, you come here. Ah, slam.
Human lasso.
I mean, in Street Fighter 5, Zangief literally frozen inside an iceberg for like 3 weeks and then broke out and like scratched his nose. That was a nice nap. I mean, what's Sub-Zero gonna do to him? And that's one guy. That's one guy.
But come on, who wouldn't want to see Ken versus Johnny Cage?
Ooh, the ultimate fight of egos. Here's the question though: which gameplay do you base it off of? Do you base it off the Mortal Kombat gameplay, or do you base it off the Street Fighter gameplay?
See, if you base it off the Street Fighter gameplay, you're kind of neutering the characters from Mortal Kombat.
Vice versa, man. Street Fighter's all about
Yeah.
fluidity and high movements, and Mortal Kombat's more about stiff but powerful attacks.
Right.
I mean, even the fastest Mortal Kombat game is nowhere near the same speed as a Street Fighter game. It's just so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you come out with Turbo.
Right. You can end an entire Street Fighter match in less than 15 seconds. Far less. In fact, I've seen people end it in 6 seconds. I mean, still,
that game.
I'm surprised that game has never existed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised that game's never existed.
I mean, it's an interesting thought.
A great thought, actually. I just don't know why they haven't done it yet. While we're at it, why hasn't Marvel fought anybody but Capcom?
Love to see a Marvel versus DC game.
My mom is going to be very mournful tomorrow.
What is that?
What was the name of
The incident that happened on 81 yesterday involved their people.
Oh.
I got you.
All men.
Marvel versus Guilty Gear.
You're mean.
Oh wait, no. It would be more Mortal Kombat versus Guilty Gear because they all have powers. Then.
Can I just say this? Can we just combine all the fighting games?
Exactly.
I want to see Mario jump onto Kratos' head. I want to see Dante Devil Trigger freaking Earthquake from freaking Samurai Showdown. I want to see these things. We'll never see them. We'll never see them. Never see them. But that would be such a game. Imagine the freaking who do you choose your challenger? You're on page 1 of 83. Good luck. You can't even name every fighting game that's been out there. I mean, Battle Area Tushiden. Does anyone even remember that game?
How to go like this?
How about Bloody Roar?
Bless you. I think he's in the room. Are you in the bathroom? Yeah. He's in the bathroom.
I am not part of this conversation anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
What about Primal Roar? No one even talks about Primal Roar anymore.
I got pulled out of the conversation, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. Or Bloody Roar. What about Bloody Roar? It was the ultimate furry dream fighting game.
What was that game where you turn into a dragon noid person? It was a 4-disc game set that, and it was on PlayStation 1.
A role-playing game?
Yes, it was a role-playing game. The main character can turn into a dragonoid.
What was it? Do you remember what his hair color was?
Red. He turned into a red one.
And there was a girl that turned into a black one?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Legend of the Dragoon. Legend of the Dragoon.
That was something else.
It was until you realized that every attack the black dragon was doing was just dirty. She had attacks where she was peeing out a black beam. Okay, I know she wasn't really, but from the angle she was at, it looked like she was peeing out this black beam of death. Another one where she would just bend herself backwards and these big balls would come out from behind her and just be flung with a little ring attached to each one of them. Like they looked like they were from her, giant anal bee attacks, things like that. Ugh. I had a friend of mine who was obsessed with that game. My buddy Ross, he was obsessed with that game.
There was also a what was it? Fear Effect? Oh, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Fear Effect and Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil.
Okay, it's a pretty good game. I'm surprised no one has said like Resident Evil and Silent Hill yet.
I did say Resident Evil. I said Resident Evil. Oh, okay, the combination.
Was
That would be.
That would
That
no,
would-
I don't think I could play that game without the lights on and it'd be daytime in the background now.
You would have to do it during a day that you can have the curtains open in the middle of the day and hope that the sun does not go down. By DJ.
He must like the idea too much. It blew his mind. Okay, anyways, yeah, I mean, okay, here's a question. Which Resident Evil would you say was the least scary? I mean, there's lots of them. Just from what you've played. Personally, I think Resident Evil Village was the least scary.
Honestly, anything after 4 for me.
Yeah, they kind of went from regular to action fighting games, but like Resident Evil Village, the thing that sucked the most about it is, with the exception of like 1 or 2 battles, every other battle was in a bright, sunny location. You know, birds were chirping. You know, never once when I was playing the game did I feel threatened. Never once in the game. I mean, I died like 3 times total throughout the game my first playthrough. And it wasn't like it was like some kind of super difficult game or anything. It was very forgiving. Even on the hardest difficulties, it's super forgiving. Ugh. Okay, so I got one. I got one for you. Okay. So.
I'm listening.
You are the mayor of a city. All right? And you come up by 3 inventors. One of them has invented a super police force using robots and all kinds of technology that will guarantee your city's crime rate will be 0. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Another one comes up and says he's created a fire department with emergency responders guaranteed that the death rate and the fire rate in the city would be 0, nothing. The final one is the EMTs, who designed a super tech EMTs that would make sure that everyone in the health was always healthy and alive, and that no one could possibly die in your city except for by old age. Now, you only get to take one of these 3 choices. And by doing so, you're guaranteeing the other 2 options will happen in your city. AK fires and like deaths from like jumping and everything like that. Police crime based on police, or deaths due to drug, alcohol incidents, accidents on the road, heart attacks, etc. Which one of those 3 do you choose for your city, knowing that you'll doom the others to the other fates?
Now, all right. Let me ask you a question before I would.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Would by choosing the one, would the rates go up with the other 2, or would they stay the same?
We'll just say you're in a city and they'll stay the same. Probably like a 20% ratio. No, right now each one of them has a 20%. You can only get rid of one. Well, I would choose the police force. A city guaranteed to have 0 crime in it. However, there would still be fires, unfortunately, and there still would be people jumping out of windows, suicide. And yes, there'd be accidents that could be prevented if I would have chose the EMTs. But the amount of freedom a city could have if it had 0% crime, it's just outstanding. But again, the same thing could be said for 0% fire and suicide rates and 0% accident rates. I mean, it's a tough one.
Well, technically, all right. You choose the police.
Right.
Crime rate's down to 0, which means no illegal drugs would be on the street.
That's correct.
Which means no illegal drug overdoses.
That's correct. I get rid of that. However, there are still car accidents, falls at home, etc.
Right.
So my
So
choice.
that would technically help the EMTs out because they wouldn't have to worry about a lot of the accidental overdoses, and it would clear up the hospital system a lot more.
You're right, but it still doesn't prevent fires from killing people,
Right.
suicide, car accidents.
Yeah.
And in a regular city, the death rate from things such as murder and drugs is not always the highest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough decision because no matter what you pick, you lose out on the others, you know?
I probably would choose the police because looking at a lot of the stuff that
Hello.
I
Hi.
mean zero crime rate, no corrupt cops as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that would actually be the
better of the three.
I'm not the best out of the three,
mm-hmm.
but it would be the better out of the three.
All right. What about you, Sub? Sub's not here anymore.
He's muted.
I'm just gonna pencil him in for police as well. Just pencil him.
Wait, is he like streaming his show live?
Yes, we're
Yes.
live. Howdy.
Yes, we are live on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
Damn it, Jug. What am I smelling in the other room? They are cooking something in the other room and it's bothering me.
They're cooking cheese.
Math.
I'm lagging so hard.
Anyway, so Sub, did you make your decision or?
Yeah, it said Fear Effect and Resident Evil.
No. Rakaji's question.
Oh, the cops.
Okay, so we all chose the cops. Okay.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, then it'll be less chances of needing the EMTs in the first place.
Well, yes, from things such as crimes, but things such as falling at the house, slipping, accidents, car.
I'll still have have regular ambulances and stuff, but
right. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those questions. Like, it just depends on what you feel would be the better, you know. Oh, I've somehow clicked on my set. What? Oh, okay. I was clicking on myself in the wrong camera. Anyway.
Fucking
so
servers fuck over.
Let me throw this at you, okay? Since we were just done talking about fighting games, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Juggernaut, Subliminal, you are chosen to enter a fighting game of your choice. What kind of powers would you have? What kind of a fighter would you be? And what game would you choose?
Now, can I have a clarification on what you mean by fighting game?
Those would be games along the lines of like Guilty Gear, Bloody Roar, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
So a game series that I would love to play isn't part of that. And that kind of has a three-letter name to it, kind of like what I've done.
Listen,
that wouldn't really be considered a fighting game.
Yes, it would.
I want to be WWE 2K23.
All right, what kind of a fighter are you going to be?
Oh, dirty as hell, but come on. I'm gonna be a heel, and I'm pretty much gonna be a brawler, striking, ground and pound, that type of thing.
Okay. How about you, Sub? What kind of fighting game would you want to be in, and what kind of a person would you be in it? A lot of choices for fighting games out there. Lots of choices for fighting games.
I know. Do I want to go simple? Do I want to? But I do like playing Mortal Kombat. But I play Brawlhalla more, shit like that.
Decision's yours as long as you can pick some kind of skill or power to have, you know? Jug has chosen to be a new WWE wrestler. He's going to be a pounder, a heel. He's going to ground pound you, stomp the shit out of you. That's going to be his way of fighting. I'm going a more traditional. I'm going a more traditional route myself, personally.
I'd go Street Fighter.
Okay. What kind of fighter would you be, or what kind of skill would you have? What's your gimmick?
I'd kind of want a mixture between the dude that rolls up in a ball. I can't remember his fucking name.
Blanca.
And the guy, yeah, and the guy that can stretch his arms and legs. I'd want a mixture between that.
Sub wants to be Blanca because he can be green then.
If he makes his character look properly, he could constantly look like he was a lit match from a weed stem.
Yeah.
Have the front of his hair red, skin nice and brown, long green hair with a little bit of gray at the back of it. Fights by rolling up, stretching out his hands, and blowing smoke at his enemies. The level of unhealthiness is just gigantic. That's
I thought this year was supposed to be the year of healthy.
You were wrong. You were wrong. It's not the year of healthy over here anymore.
Hold on, I just have to do something.
It went one day.
Listen, we got rid of red meat for 1 month, and everyone started throwing a snippy at me, so I had to bring it back. Okay. We're not playing that game anymore. I tried. I failed. I admit it. I bowed down in defeat to my wife. I made down to defeat to my daughter. I went down to defeat for my son. I lost this battle.
There's always next year. No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
I'm hoping that we could reach the 500 subscribers by next year. That's what I'm hoping. That's my goal this year. My goal this year.
So yes, Pete. Yes, to everyone watching this, please like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
Oh, just both hands. Just hug you right around the throat with both hands, Jug. Just
I love you too, Kyle.
Oh, I love you too, Jug. Yes, I do. Now, if I were gonna pick a game, I'd be joining Sub in Street Fighter. Simply for the fact that Street Fighter has so many benefits and so many. I mean, a lot of fighting games have a lot more negatives than benefits. Like Mortal Kombat, where one day you could be fighting somebody, the next day you could be impaled on a giant blood spike. You know, WWE, where you're fighting with your partner and suddenly he turns on you and 6 guys jump you and beat the shit out of you.
I'm used to it.
I know, but it happens. I mean, it happens a lot. Street Fighter is like the only one where you could just be like, you know, I'm a pop star and I'm also a fighter and I have nunchucks. You know, it's things like that just work out. They wouldn't work out in real life. You know, there's no way you're a 5-star Emmy-winning singer, dancer, song artist, etc., and you know 8 forms of Typhoon style Kung Fu. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. It works in the Street Fighter universe. It does not work in the real world. You know, I know. Oh, but what about Bruce Lee? He was an actor too. No, he was a martial artist. Don't get it twisted. If he had to choose between quitting fighting and quitting acting, he'd quit acting every time.
He was a fighter who could act.
That's right. Jean-Claude Van Damme, same thing. Jackie Chan, same thing. They're not actors. They're fighters who can act.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that whole conversation.
I'd say the same thing about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but he's more like an actor who can fight. That's right. That was a shot against The Rock. Okay. But
we still love him.
Come on.
Of course we love him. He looks damn good without a shirt on.
Come on. It's just like Ice Cube and Ice-T. They're singers that can act.
And if they are watching, mahalo.
I think she said "screw you" in Spanish. I do not know what that word means. I don't know what mahalo means. I don't understand that language. It sounds like a pretty bad thing, though. I wouldn't want to be called it. Please write a subscription what mahalo actually means. Wrong answers only. Anyway, So I can show her a list of wrong answers. So each time she reads one, she just gets that much angrier. Yeah, I'd be
Can I play for a little bit?
I'd be a fast-moving character.
Waiting.
Use
Internet.
electrical attacks. Not like shocking, like Blanca, like throwing electricity and that kind of stuff. And that would just be me, just a fighter on the street, a street fighter, if you would. Which doesn't make sense because sometimes they're fighting in streets, sometimes they're fighting in alleyways, cities, buildings, underground volcanoes, underground layers. That's not a street fighter. That's an everywhere fighter. Anyway, here's one for you. Of all the video games you've ever played, there's always that one enemy. That one particular enemy that you just can't stand. You see them coming, you start getting the cold sweat. Because you just know you hate these fuckers. What would that be for you guys? What would be that enemy?
Bubba from DVD because they're always face camping. No, I'm joking.
That doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Because now Survivor, you have that power that can just keep resetting it on them, so they gotta keep. Why aren't you dead yet? One of my friends is nearby, keeping me from dying. I'll find them, and then they'll get me off the hook. So I'll stay here. All right, good luck with that.
Even though I know I can beat them, I always hated Hitler from Wolfenstein.
Oh, Super Hitler?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Robo Hitler. Sorry, Robo Hitler.
Yeah, Robo Hitler.
Every time you go up to him, you're just like, oh, I hate you. I hate everything about you. I'm going to try and kill you as fast as I can. And I can't kill you because you're invincible now. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, you can still beat them, but right. It's just the level of hate is just there.
Just that much higher. I know. I actually have one from a long time ago, an enemy that I just despise, and every time I see them, I just get like the sweats, like, not you again. And believe it or not, it's an enemy that I started hating back on the NES. And to this day, I still hate that fucker.
Seymour.
Seymour?
Oh.
Who's Seymour?
You see?
Oh, Seymour from Final Fantasy X. Okay. Mom hates.
I was about to make a joke about it.
For me, it's one of the weirdest enemies, and I hate them. I hate them so much to this day. And his name is Lakitu. I know what you guys are saying, but it's Lakitu. Shut up, he's Lakitu. I do not care about your thoughts. He is that weird turtle bastard who sits on a cloud throwing spinies at you. He is that weird freaking, sorry, I almost swore. I apologize. That weird camera angle wearing robot bastard from Super Mario 3D who's always moving around and blocking your view because you can't see which direction you're running in anymore. It's him. That little cloud riding bastard. I hate him so much. I see him in a video game, I just instantly hate him. Just like, get the fuck away from me.
I have another one.
It's like, not you again. Run as fast as I can.
The sun!
The son from Super Mario 3?
Yeah.
Oh, he's annoying too, yeah.
He's just as bad.
Rats.
Rats? What game?
It don't fucking matter what game. Rats.
Rats aren't always the worst. I mean, they are bad. But, I mean, if you're going to say rats, why not say dogs from video games?
Well, no, it's not because, like, they're okay, one, it's usually a starter thing that you have to face, rats.
Well, yeah, Raditz has one of them. I caught him. He becomes Raticate at level 20. I learned Super Fang at 22. But anyways, yeah. Well, I know what you mean.
No matter
you always fight against them. I know. Like slimes from an RPG or something. You always fight some kind of slime.
Exactly. Although I like the slimes.
Oh, Slime
I know.
Girl Chan! Slime Girl Chan! If we're talking that step, though, I have to say dogs from video games. I hate every time you have to face off against a dog. It doesn't matter what video game it is. They are either
that too.
They're either annoying as hell, strong as hell, or when you kill them, they always jipe or something like that. It just makes you feel horrid.
Yeah.
Fenrir from Dark Souls, I am so sorry, buddy. You start limping around and you're whimpering. I'm like, I'll make it better. I'll heal you. And he just starts swinging that blade. Like, oh, you bastard!
Duck hunt.
Okay, there's an exception to that rule. I wouldn't mind putting 1,000 rounds into that bastard if I could. The dog from Duck Hunt. The dog from Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
When he became a Smash character, I spent an entire day just running off the edge of the map with him, just constantly killing him over and over again. There's one guy from online who asked me, "Why are you doing that?" I hate him so much. I'm just gonna keep killing him. Because, dude, let's party up. And then we started running both of our dogs off the freaking cliff. 2-on-1 matchups, and we're just running off the cliff constantly. What are you guys doing? Just killing the dogs. I think by the end of the game, by the end of the day, we had like 3 of us who were all playing against the rest of the group. We were all playing as the dogs just jumping off. Just constantly killing ourselves because we just hated that dog so much. Another enemy I just hate to no end is a Final Fantasy enemy. Freaking Malboros. Those green, multi-eyed, bad breath spin mother. Oh, I hate them so much. They always ruin your day. They breathe on you with that breath that just... everything. You just have everything wrong with you. You're instantly poisoned, blind, confused, upside down, malaria C, AIDS virus, plague, defense down, hepatitis B, and it's just like, what the? When was the last time you brushed your teeth? How bad could your breath be to cause that? If there are attacks in video games I would not want to get hit by, it would be bad breath. I don't want to know. I'll live the rest of my life never knowing that smell. No.
You ate Taco Bell, didn't you?
If I smell Taco Bell and they consider that bad breath, they're going to regret me. Kyle eats the grande soft taco. Kyle turns around. No! Bad news.
No, wait. It wouldn't be bad breath. It would be coming at the other end.
Mine would be bad nuke. Sour note. Oh, man. I desperately hate certain enemies in video games. I desperately do. Hell, I'll give you one. I hate Diglets. In Pokemon, I hate Diglets. Because they have Sand Trap. They keep you, and you can't run for the little bastards. They're always faster than you. Freaking little ground penises or whatever the hell they're supposed to be, you know. I've seen the pictures. People draw where, like, it's just the Diglett's head underground. There's like this smexy man body always posing or something like that. And Doug Trio's 3 heads, and it's just like these 3 muscular guys grasping each other in a seductive way. Like, oh, no. Nah, Diglett's only a foot taller. Ain't anything else underneath that sand, I swear to you. And if there
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Then you have the local version which look like Hanson.
Oh god, yeah. With steel typing.
But if
steel.
We're going with Pokemon.
Yeah, we're just going through annoying enemies. We're just going through annoying enemies. Just.
If it's Pokemon, Rattata.
Oh come on, you can't be mad at Rattata.
I'm not. I was just messing with you, bud.
I don't know what it is with me and Rattata, but I always catch Rattatas.
Oh, those damn Pidgeys.
The Zubats in the caves that don't leave you alone. Every 2 seconds, another blind, blue-eyed bat coming at you. I killed 40 of you, and you're the next one.
But if I had to seriously pick one, I'd have to say Shuckle.
Goddamn Shuckle. I hate Shuckle too. I won't lie. What a monster Pokemon. It's got no health, no attack, no speed, no special attack, maxed out defense and special defense. Why? Why would you design something that even its mother hates? It literally has a Pokedex entry that reads that Shuckle lays eggs in the sand and then just leaves them to fend for themselves. Like, you're such a bad Pokemon that you're laying out the next breed just to hope that they don't live long enough. It's like Mr. Mime. Oh my God, what a nightmare fuel involving creature
So-
right there. Mr. Mime. Oh.
So wait a minute. She would just be a mother shuckle.
Yeah, she'd be a mother shuckle. Dang, don't get me started with things like Pinsir, how horrid Pinsir looks. Pinsir's a strong Pokemon, but that mouth and those horns, you just know that was like, hey guys, we got a picture from Doom. Let's just throw it in the Pokemon game. Yeah, let's throw that in. What are we gonna make it? We got a fire type? Let's get a bug type. Ugh.
So here's a question for both of you.
Okay.
If you could bring back any video game system,
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
yeah,
You know why though? It's
Why?
it's the only system you could play, save, and play Tamagotchi on all at the same fucking time.
It had more games than just Tamagotchi too, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but
Listen, it had so
If
many
you-
good games on it. No one's ever made a sequel on a single one of their damn games, to my knowledge. Them.
which
Yeah,
is a shame, really.
the Dreamcast really was a shame that it wasn't. And the thing is, it was cheap when it came out.
If it would have waited a year and came out, it would
Mhm.
still be around.
If it
Oh.
would have come out when the first PlayStation came out,
An exact year after it closed. A year after they closed. Now, if they would have waited a
Mhm.
year, like you said, and came out with Xbox, PlayStation, and Dreamcast, with its
Mhm.
prices and its games, it would have dominated the market.
yeah,
It would have crushed PlayStation. It would have crushed freaking
Shit.
Xbox. It would have crushed them.
yeah.
It sucks though, but yeah. And if I could bring back another system, handhelds that aren't the fucking Switch.
Understandable.
Game Boy.
Yeah, the Game Boy series. Bring back the Game Boy series. I miss those. The Switch.
I do miss the Game Boy. I'm not gonna lie. Just
If I
not
could
not the micro.
if I could bring back a video game system and be able to redevelop it, redesign it, be able to do a lot more with the current technology, I honestly believe, and I know a lot of people would laugh at me, the Virtual Boy system could do better
It
if
could.
it was
It could, because
redeveloped and redesigned.
You want to know why? I can tell you how I know it would look better. Look up the Disney Viz. Look up the PlayStation headset. Look up the Xbox headset. Look up the Dream 3D. Look up all those headsets you could put on your head and play games with and everything like that. Look how well they're doing now. You realize that none of them would have done without the Virtual Boy.
Yeah,
It was the original headache causer, though.
yeah.
Raise your hand if you owned a Virtual Boy.
I have not.
I have.
I haven't, but I've played it, and oh my god, I played the pinball on it.
Okay.
Hour and a half later, I had to go to the bathroom, and I stood up disoriented because I couldn't tell how my
The depth possession was
field
off.
of distance
Oh, yeah.
was terrible.
Oh, I know. That was just one of the many problems with it. But I would still say the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
With the current technology we have nowadays, with all of Sega's backings,
hmm
I would bring the fans a Sonic the Hedgehog they would actually enjoy instead of all the shit we've been getting.
yeah.
All right, since we're talking about bringing back things, if you guys could bring back a movie series with updates and everything nowadays, what movie would you want to see? What movie would you want to see remade now?
Remade as in good movies, bad movies, either.
Let's just say that they would they take the entire movie, make the movie identical, lines and everything, with the updated graphics, your choice of actors, etc. What would you watch? What would be the movie you'd want to see?
To be honest, I'd love to see them try and take another crack at Doom.
Okay.
That would be.
The first thing I would do in the movie of Doom is I would take I would take freaking The Rock and I would remove him as a villain. He makes a villain. He does. He is a horrible villain.
Let's face it. The Rock would have made a better Marine guy.
No,
Space Marine. No,
no, because the thing about this, how I would do it personally, is I would have it be a POV. You'd be seeing everything from the view of the guy. So you don't need to know what he is. You don't need to see his face or anything like that. So what you'd have to do is you have to get all the other actors involved. So you could have a no-name be Doom guy, because that's the thing. The Doom Marine, he was just a sergeant in the military. That's all he was.
yeah.
He was a sergeant from the Marines who came. He wasn't even like a captain or anything. He was just a sergeant. And he's got no promotions, by the way. They haven't given him a single promotion since. That's wrong. The military code of justice doesn't allow that. It's been freaking, let's see here, 1990. So it's been 34 years since he got a promotion, and he's still active duty. Fuck all of you. All of you. Every freaking anybody in the military right now would be like, no, that guy would be like a freaking 5-star general or something like that by now. The ranks he would rise. He'd come back and be like 5-star general Doom Marine, or even 6-star general Doom Marine. 6-star? We had to add one for how badass you are, sir. I'm just saying, like, anyways, going back to what I was saying. The thing about the Doom Marine is he's a guy. You know, yes, he's a guy with a lot of strength and everything like that, and they try to say, oh, it's because he's part angel or part devil or something. But in the original game, you were literally a nameless dude. You were Doom Guy.
Nice.
That's all you were. You were literally Doom Guy. Sergeant Doom Guy. And I'm pretty sure Doom Guy isn't a name. You know what I want to see? I want to see them make a Duke Nukem movie.
Yeah.
Just to see how many people would be offended by the end of the movie.
Here's the question. Who would you cast as Duke Nukem?
Be honest with you, it's a toss-up. Because Stone Cold Steve Austin has the attitude.
Right.
He does. I am going to kick your teeth down your throat and pull them out of your arse. That is something that Duke Nukem would say. But as far as I can tell, with the voice needing to be that deep, raspy, rolling voice, I'd have to say like Vin Diesel, maybe. I'm here to kick ass and take names. I'm all out of ass. Sounds like something Duke Nukem would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all out of names. You know, he would just be, it's just one of those characters who would have to literally be ready for what was going to happen after the movie ended. You're talking about a movie that would star this person, knowing that they were going to offend 90% of the United States of America with what they were saying. I'd say that. Because let's face facts, Duke Nukem, not exactly what I would consider to be a sweet and gentle character.
Sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call.
It's fine. You okay?
Yeah, everything good.
Okay. Like I would love to see the stripper scene. With Duke Nukem walking.
Okay, you want to fill me in here now since you're talking about strippers?
We were talking about like movies we would want to see. I'm talking about seeing Duke Nukem. An actual.
Gotcha.
But you could imagine Vin Diesel walking through a strip club, checking out the ladies with like a big old smile on his face, start handing out bills everywhere, and then they start turning into pig cars. Like, man, lady, you got ugly. And they start shooting up the place. The problem would be once again though, when the movie ended, you'd have to think about what happens to your career. With how murder happy people are nowadays, with the we're gonna stop you and stop this and stop that and stop this. It's literally Duke Nukem. In order for you to be a Duke Nukem movie, you literally have to have you are going to be offended right on the freaking cover. If you were not born in the 80s, you're going to be offended. If you were not born before the 90s, if you were not born before the year 2000, prepare to be offended. If you were born after the year
True.
2000, prepare to be offended often. And if you walk out of the movie, we keep your money, so fuck you. That's Duke Nukem right there. It could end with Duke Nukem opening up a portal and walking into like the Halo universe or the Half-Life universe or even the freaking like the Doom universe. Like, ah, hell, let's do this. Imagine walking into the Gears of War universe. Get down! That's a Lucas. Man, he was ugly. No. What you know, there's a lot of movies out there, but there's a lot of movies I don't think people even tried to make, and that would just be an interesting one.
I just missed.
Make a Samus Aran movie, the beginning of Samus Aran, but never call her by her name. Just have her walk around and be a badass, and then when she goes to escape, she starts walking towards the ship. Everyone knows what the ship is, and sees a power armor outside and says, "I think I know where I'm going next." And just have a random scene with like she opens up a door and like freaking like Deadpool's like, "I love your video games." I just slam the door shut when she opens up, he's gone.
Yeah.
Just a random. All my movies would have a random Deadpool moment. They would. I would have to ask for permission, but every one of my movies would have a random Deadpool moment. And you'd have to look for them. Some of them would be very obvious, and then some of them would be like, you know, he would just be walking down the hallway and like smack some girl in the ass and start running or something. Like you just wouldn't know. But I'm just saying, Duke Nukem the movie would be interesting if it weren't for the fact that they would probably ban the movie. You can't make a Duke Nukem movie without offending somebody. That's the truth.
True.
I would say that the only character out there who is more offensive than Duke Nukem could ever imagine to be is the reason why we don't have Crash Bandicoot movies.
Yeah.
Let's face facts. Crash Bandicoot is not right in the head.
Yeah.
At all.
No, not even from the beginning. He obviously has a few issues that we all know about. I'm not going to say them out loud, but like my cousin John. You know what I'm talking about? It's obvious that Crash has certain issues with him. He's not intelligent,
Right.
but he's never unhappy. He's always doing weird things like spinning in circles and riding motorcycles the horribly wrong way. Never talks.
Hang in the air.
Is obsessed with one or two things, very obsessed with those things, and has a guardian who has to come around with him constantly. That's either Ooga Booga or his sister, and keep him from doing something horribly stupid. I would make the Crash Bandicoot series knowing full well that people would be offended by it. Even if I didn't mean to offend somebody, they would be offended. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'll tell you series that they shouldn't live stream, though. They should not live stream God of War like they're about to. There is no reason why God of War needs to be a TV series.
Here's one.
None.
Remake the non-existent movie that we all love the hate.
And what would that non-existent movie be?
It starts out like this. A teenager going to high school, realizing he has powers.
Oh.
When in all actuality, the original was he had powers and knew about it from the get-go. I wonder what that sounds like.
Another alternate universe. Why, my goodness gracious.
You know exactly what movie I'm talking about, Kaiju, right?
Yeah, now I know. I know.
I'm trying not to name
Sure,
it.
which one he's talking about.
Yeah, we don't want to get our rights taken away or people to sue us for bringing up certain people and names. Here's an interesting one. Does anyone remember the Animorphs?
Yes. That was my shit growing up.
That was yours? Okay,
Yeah.
mine was Goosebumps growing up. I'm not gonna lie. Goosebumps was mine.
I read the books for Goosebumps, but watched the show for Animorphs.
Are you afraid of the dark?
No. Next question. That was a good series.
Are you afraid
though.
of the light?
And they tried to bring it back. They tried to bring it back twice, and nobody wanted it back. But I liked it growing up. How about Salute Your
What?
Shorts?
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Scary
Yeah.
stories to tell in the dark.
They turned that into a movie. Yeah, they turned that into a movie. And there's no talk of a sequel. Remember the original Sonic the Hedgehog series?
Mm.
I do.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie? You want to talk about a cartoon I want to see turned into an anime? I have seen way too many amazing artists on YouTube making Ed, Ed, and Eddie look like this powerful anime series, and it just does not show up. It just... Look up, if you get a chance, look up Ed, Ed, and Eddie anime intros, and it's just mind-boggling how badass it looks like it could be. I'm just saying, it is.
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
That's a good one. Actually,
My gym partner is a monkey.
Monkey. Actually, believe it or not, Jenny has shown up in an anime series.
Okay.
Yeah, from My Life as a Teenage Robot. She has shown up in an anime series. It's not her anime series, but showed up for like 3 episodes. She was in the Powerpuff Girl anime series. Along with
Impossible and Kids Next Door.
I so wanted them to continue Kids Next Door. I was there. I saw the trailer. I wanted to see the following series, and they ended it. Kids Next Door as an anime would be the most broken thing. I would watch it. I'd be all over it.
Watch it. I grew up on that too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kids Next Door ended with Nigel going into the space one, right?
Yeah, he was going to go into the space program, and then the anime was supposed to take, the following series was supposed to take off like 2 years later, where he returns to Earth, only to find out that like shit went real, and like they got him off the planet, so the aliens could invade, so he could come back and save the planet along with the new sector.
Oh, wow.
Including having to take down his old friends who were taken over by the aliens and everything like that. Yeah, it was supposed to be this brutal series. Just like the second series of Invader Zim, where Zim and Gaz were dating because they both hated what's his name? Zim? Not Zim. What?
Gur.
Yeah.
His name's Dim.
Because they hated him so much that they actually started dating because of it.
That'd be some fucked up hentai.
Listen, I'm just saying. I saw the acting and everything like that. Like, it's like they're all like just getting into high school. Like Zim and freaking Gaz are just talking, having a good time, and you're an alien, and like Gaz just beats the hell out of them, and Zim's like, "Will you ever give up?" And they just keep walking past the beaten up. It's like, what the?
I always wanted to see Johnny the Homicidal Maniac as a show.
You did. It was called Invader Zim.
What
You know what I mean?
if they just Samurai Jack?
They did.
They did come back with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sucked. It sucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Samurai Jack doesn't suck.
No, they
Samurai
did him
Jack
dirty.
doesn't suck. No, Samurai Jack doesn't suck. The first couple seasons they rocked. That final
I've
season,
still only seen like 2.
final season sucked though. It was such a bad season.
They did him dirty.
They did him horribly dirty. Oh, they did him so dirty. They took everything away from him. Everything.
Shit stayed up late to watch Samurai Jack.
I wouldn't mind a remake of Yu Yu Hakusho.
That would be pretty cool. I like the Yu Yu Hakusho series. I wouldn't mind a remake of that. But what
They made a live right away.
Oh no, not a live action. No.
Yeah, I guess who made it? Apparently, I guess.
Take it back. I don't want to hear it. No.
Netflix.
Oh, I threw up in my mouth. I'm sorry. Oh. Why do I taste onions? Oh.
Those were yesterday, not today.
I don't eat onions. Oh. You know, it's one of those things like I'm surprised about this. So we have Dragon Ball Super and all that. Why have they not tried to remake the original Dragon Ball series again? seeing little Goku uppercut a freaking rabbit to the literal moon, fighting against the Red
Isn't
Ribbon, having to take on Piccolo when Piccolo was a young kid. That was
isn't that
badass.
isn't that the version where whatchamacallit's basically a hoe?
No, that was the original. That's what led into Dragon Ball Z. The
There
adventures
better
of,
not be a fucking hole in that.
it's the adventures of young Goku after he crash landed and accidentally ate his grandfather or stepped on him or whatever the hell happened. I really gotta watch that series again, but like, I tried to rewatch it, but the graphics now versus the graphics then, it's like picking up the Nintendo and trying to play a game and not just like the graphics. Super Mario 3, such a fun game. The graphics.
I agree.
I could beat Super Mario 3 in under 2 hours, but the graphics. It's so bad. I'm gonna go back and play Pokemon Red 3 hours later. I hate Pokemon Red now. Isn't it a great game? Oh, it's a wonderful game. The graphics. And the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound. Ah.
That tinny audio coming from that single speaker. It's like, what the hell?
I can't hear. Ah, Jigglypuff screamed. I can't hear.
I can't unhear that now.
Yeah, but now you have it on the Switch where it stutters. And things disappear and reappear, and suddenly you're 3 miles back because the game didn't load you in time, so it launched you backwards in time and space. Game of the year! Back in the day, if your game was screwed up, they apologized, fixed the game, and sent you a brand new copy of it.
Yeah.
Without charging you.
Yeah, nowadays it's like, F you guys. We're going to add 3 DLCs, which slow the game down even more. Ha! Suck it!
Oh, you mean back when they actually had physical copies instead of downloadable stuff?
Even digital copies, man. I remember when I played South Park and the Stick of Truth the first time. First of all, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Second of all, there was this big game-ending glitch where if you did this, and this, it would take you to the end of the game, and you couldn't get out of it. And apparently it was because of the copies they sent. So what they did is they fixed the copies, and then they refunded me the money, deleted that copy, gave me the fixed copy, and let me keep the money.
Nice.
Yeah. Back in those days where that actually meant something, where a game sucking was the worst possible thing you could do. Back when your company's name meant, hey, I make good games.
Now it's Ubisoft, fuck you.
Ubisoft, what a shame. Ubisoft sucks.
Dear Ubisoft, let us play a game without having to sign up for your shitty thing.
Yes, I would like to play a game where it doesn't take 15 minutes for me to have to wait for you to send me all the offers, then load up the game into your flyer, and then ask me how I wanted to play the game, and then load it up and ask me again because it didn't hear me the first time. And then when I actually get into the game, it's like, don't worry, we'll be running in the background, slowing down your game, just so you know we're still there. Fuck you. Ubisoft. There,
Are you still playing this?
Are you still playing? Here's 14 DLCs that are the same cost as the fucking game. Good fucking luck. Screw you, Ubisoft. Everyone hates you.
Ubisoft, where they've got a DLC that just slightly tweaks the color palette.
Ubisoft, where if they stop using a game, that's it. You can't play the game anymore.
Ubisoft, where they'll accuse you of cheating even though you aren't and ban your account.
Yep. Ubisoft, hey, at least we're not Bethesda. Bethesda, fuck you, Ubisoft. We actually have good games.
Well, except for one game.
Which game is that?
Fallout 76.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, all right? What a stinker.
I heard the next Fallout game is supposed to take place in Europe.
By the time they get the next game out, I'll still have run 12 more times through New Vegas, 14 more times through 3, and maybe attempted to play Fallout 4 once or twice more. and then I'll be playing Skyrim. You know, they're good intellectual properties.
Yeah, I kind of have to disagree on that with the Skyrim. It's a good game, yes, but every time I play it, no matter where I went, there was always a dragon glitching in through the bar.
Oh yeah,
and get up.
It's stuck in the world.
I mean,
on the bad glitch.
It's just the beauty of Skyrim. Stop talking shit.
I mean, you do have you do have Elden Ring, where if you boot it up at a certain point, you get 5 dragon hearts and have no idea where they came from.
Yeah, okay, we have no idea where that came from. Folks, if you watch our Elden Ring series, you know exactly what we're talking about. Me and Nick are just fucking around and suddenly 5 dragon hearts, 50,000 freaking experience. What the... Necro, what did you step on? You haven't played Skyrim until you've been killed by an upside-down dragon swimming through the land underneath you, breathing fire up. Then you know you're playing a quality game.
I've never actually had that happen.
Oh my goodness. And then you'll start looking at the mods and you start feeling really bad about yourself. I need a really tanky...
I'm honestly surprised that I never had that happen to me. Because all the times I played Skyrim, like on the Xbox, on the Switch, I had to put up close to like 500 hours into it.
Well, I'm not saying I play the game a lot, 3,700 hours. But what I am saying is, you don't know you're being done dirty until you start downloading those mods. This mod literally says it gives me a character who can tank everything and has the best chest plate in the world. That sounds great until you meet it and run around with a character who has nipple clamps covering her tits that are size quadruple G. Yes, she's tanking everything, but no, you can't push that record button. Not unless you're recording on Brazzers or something, you can't push that record button. Oh, you can't. No. The intimacy mod, you can get closer with your characters, which is great because then you can learn new abilities and new skills. And why are you taking off your pants?
No, Kyle, you could hit that record button. It just might live only about an hour on YouTube.
It would live long enough for thousands of people to download it, for me to be known as the porn king or something like that. And I don't need that. No. Shall we go further, Dragon Friend? Whoa. Put those pants back on. Come and sheath my sword for me. All right, I'm killing everybody. Skyrim with guns. I love that mod. That mod makes the game so much bloody easier. I have a dagger. I have a sword. I have a Glock. I cast fireball. I cast dead man. Then the fireball hits me. Ow.
I cast headshot.
Yeah, I cast headshot. Ooh, super effective. I also love when you kill someone, like you give them like a headshot, and like their body explodes for no reason. It's like, whoa, what the?
How much powder was in that? Was in that bullet?
It was in that bow. I like punching the enemies, and then they just detonate around me. I'm like, what punch?
It's the Necro Nick version. The bloodier, the better.
Oh, you don't get a choice in that game. You can't. Actually, there is a mod called the Extra Blood mod, but no, we don't want that.
Necro would be playing that.
Well, there are some fun mods. Don't get me wrong. There are some fun mods, and then there's some mods that were made by people who were very lonely. And you can tell. The jiggle physics mod, for instance. No. Nah. I don't think I need to explain that one to you guys.
I don't know. It sounds like a hard concept to grasp.
You really have to struggle with it. You gotta beat it for a while. It's tough to beat. When you finally beat it, whoo!
Is it?
It's amazing. You get smoke afterwards. And yes, before you ask it, yes, you can get a mod that changes swords into the giant dildos from freaking what should we call it? Saints Row 4. It's just really terrifying when the enemies start running at you with them, because then you're like, no! I can't run away because I'm not turning my back on you. It's an odd world, the modding world. The modding world is so odd.
And yet there are companies that don't want modders.
Yeah. And those companies suck.
Kyle, I'm sending you something for you to watch later. I want your opinion on it.
Oh my.
Because let's face it, Capcom, they're starting to become modder. They're starting to become another enemy of modders.
Listen, Capcom's been an enemy for modders for years, and it hasn't worked. We will cancel your account. That's fine. Will you keep me from buying your games? Well, no. You just won't be able to play online anymore. Okay? Moving on with my day. Now I'm going to put in my naked code for Sonya Blade and play with her buck naked bouncing around and killing everybody. Screw you.
She's thick.
Capcom is one of those games, or Capcom is just one of those groups like Nintendo who's like, we don't want modders. We don't want people giving us free publicity. We don't want people making our games better. We don't want people changing our games. We want to be left alone so we can make money off of you by ruining your choices as a childhood. Fuck you, Nintendo. Fuck you.
I don't know what's a level.
We don't want people actually saying that, hey, our games could actually be pretty good.
Yep. After the whole Sun and Moon / Uranium debacle, I have lost all faith in Nintendo. That's all it took. All it took was what they did to Uranium. That's all it took. And I found they'd been doing it for years, just suing people constantly suing people so they couldn't make out their own games, couldn't make better games theirs because they didn't want people to make better games. They wanted
the status quo to be on their end.
Which is why whenever I play those games where it's like somebody made a modded version of your game, they don't want money for it, they just want to show it off and tell you how good they are and everything like that. I never say negative to those things. I wish there was a button saying, can I hire them on?
Yeah.
Listen, Pokemon Uranium had more downloads in the first 2 weeks than there were any sales for Sun and Moon. It was a free game, and it outsold their quality game, and is still being played by millions of people. No one's playing Sun and Moon anymore.
Well, come on. Nintendo goes and says, well, we'll have you arrested to some of these modders. EA, Bethesda, hey, come on over.
Yeah. Come on. You guys want to... Hey, come on in. We like you guys. And whose games get the best views? Whose games get the best records? Who gets the best compilations? It's always those companies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why I call Failtendo nowadays. It's because they've changed. They don't care about making good games anymore. They care about money. That's it. The original creator of Nintendo is rolling in his fucking grave right now. Because every time they screw up, and they know it. I hope when all those creators die, freaking the Nintendo champion himself, the freaking creator of it all, just beats the shit out of them in front of God. I don't care. Let it be God, Gaia, anybody, right there.
If I had a video game company, it would be for the people, by the people.
Yeah. I would actually want people to be modding and making new games and having a chance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing what the Nintendo eShop is, where every little game they bring out, they sell on it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys screwed up when you made Pants the Monopoly Edition.
What?
You didn't hear about that? Oh, yeah, one of the games you can get on the Switch right now is Monopoly Pants Edition.
Okay.
It's like a Monopoly board, except you can only buy different pants brands.
Why so specific? Why so specific?
Because somebody made the Pants Monopoly game. I don't know. They didn't make it. It was just from some other company. That's all I... You know, it's just one of those moments where it's just like... Get over yourselves. There's a reason why Nintendo went from the #1 selling company in the world to it doesn't even count anymore.
Mm-hmm.
When Nintendo went on stage with Sony and Xbox producers and started talking about their game, they're like, hang on, who the hell are you? We're Nintendo. Who? We're Nintendo. Oh, sorry. When we said we wanted equals to come up and start talking, we meant we wanted equals to come up and start talking.
We want actual video game developers to come up.
We are Nintendo. No. Just go away. Just go sit in the corner over there. You'll hear about this. I'm hearing about it now. Now get out of here before I kick your ass online.
They went from sitting at the big table with the big name to the kiddie table.
They're not even sitting at the kiddie table anymore. They're sitting at the bowl waiting for scraps. Every year you hear about the great games that are on PlayStation. Every year you hear about the great games that are on freaking Xbox. You just don't hear about them on Nintendo anymore.
No.
Because they're not there.
When their creator died, they died along with them.
Yep, and that's why I call it Failtendo now. It's what it is. All right, sorry to leave it on such a negative note. So party favors around to everybody. Subscribe, like, maybe ring a notification bell. Tell somebody about us.
Don't you mean share?
Yeah, if there's any animators out there that want to animate some stupid stuff or anything, I mean, I got no problem with it. I'd like to talk to you. And, well, until next time, folks, I am, of course, Kaiju K.
I'm Juggernaut Jared.
I'm Deathgasm.
I'm Mama Bear.
And for Necro Nick, get well soon, buddy. And Michelle with 1L, get out of work soon, buddy. We will see you all in the future, everybody. Have yourselves a great one. And peace out, everybody. And cheers.
Peace.
Good one.
Sure you don't want to say subscribe or something, Juggernaut, huh? Huh?
Nope,
like,
not yet.
share, huh? You want to ring a bell, baby?
Not
Nothing?
till next time.
Nothing? I don't have to, I can wait.
Yeah.
Nope, not till next time.
I can wait. I'll wait.
I'll see you guys. I'm
Nope.
head to bed for work tomorrow.
You have fun,
How
morning,
about
man.
until next time?
You sure? How about you, Sub? You want to say
Yeah.
us up? You want to say it real quick?
Nah, you took care of it for me.
Yeah.
No, I said it. You guys didn't. Come on, someone. No.
Like,
You said it.
share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. That
Ugh.
way we know that you're out there.
I wish I was that treasure box right now, getting clunked on the head repeatedly by those coconuts. See? Ready? Wait for it. Peace out, everybody.